Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Caddy, and Evie and I have taken over each other's channels again. We are working with the January 2017 mood board for the Pretty Pattern Paper Playground. So those of you that are not familiar with our series, Evie and I get together once a month and we scrapbook together and we share it with you guys, and then we also once a month scrapbook apart and we use our mood board for the month and we post on each other's channels. So if you're watching me on Evie's channel, make sure you head on over to my channel so you can watch Evie's video, and make sure you subscribe to both channels so that you can get notified when we upload videos. We do upload twice a month. So we're using this month's mood board. It's a beautiful mood board, very winter like. It's purples and navies, so it's really pretty. I decided to make a layout. I'm just starting off with white American Crafts cardstock, and I did gesso it because I'm going to be adding quite a bit paint here. So I did gesso it. So I'm using a couple of acrylic paints, which I'm just watering down, kind of splattering around on my page here with some packaging. So I'm just using the two purples are from Craftsmith, which are from Michaels, and they are plum and grape taffy are the colors, and then the navy is from Apple Barrel, and I think that's from Walmart, and it is called Real Navy. So they're just inexpensive acrylic paints. So I just sort of did some big droplets of paint on the page, and then what I'm doing here is I'm just taking my packaging and kind of creating sort of like a flower, sort of. I just took the edge of the packaging and sort of just mixed the paints together and just created a fun shape there on the corner of my page. So I'm just fixing my splat over here because I kind of smudged it. So all I'm doing is just taking some of that paint, this is the plum, and I'm just kind of fixing some of those circles wherever I wanted my circle to be a little bit look more like a circle, I should say. I just went ahead and fixed it with a paintbrush. So I just added some splatters as well, and just some really fun. This was really fun to create. That picture that I just brought in, that was a picture I was going to use. I ended up not using that picture. I completely changed my mind. It was just kind of, it's a picture of my friends and myself, but it's a picture that has a lot going on because it's a lot of us in the picture, and this was a really busy background. So I wanted something a little bit more simple. So I'm just adding a little bit more of that purple color to this mix here, and then I'm going to add a little bit more of the light purple here. And as you can see, all I do is just mix it with a little bit of water, and that just waters it down. And then I'm just doing some splatters here all around with the lightest color. So I started off with the lightest color and I ended with the lightest color as well. So I am done. I'm going to let this dry. It doesn't take that long to dry. Acrylic paint does not take that long to dry. So just sit it for a couple minutes, and then I came back to it. Now I take some modeling paste, and it's just regular texture paste. It's modeling paste. So I'm taking this stencil by Heidi Swap, and I'm going to add some little circles. This stencil has a little cluster of circles, stars, and hearts, and I'm going to use the circles, and I'm just going to go all around the layout and just add a bunch of circles. It's very hard to see in the photos when I do it, or even in the video, because it's white paint that I'm using, or white texture paste I should say, but it does show in person, and it does add a lot of texture, and it's really cool. So I finished that. I decided to flip it over and use that big piece there up top. So I took out this photo. This photo is from my boyfriend and myself. This was taken on New Year's Eve, and we're both wearing funny little New Year's Eve hats. And I backed it on some diagonal stripe navy blue and white paper, and I just had a few scraps, so I kind of pieced two pieces together and backed that circle. And I just traced a circle with something I had sitting on my desk and just cut it out. So I didn't use a punch or anything. I just traced the circle and hand cut it. So I'm going to use these little flourishes. These are black little flourishes. I've had these for a long time in my stash. These are from Cloud9 Design, and they are sort of like puffy stickers, and they're little flourishes. So I will add those there, and that just adds a little bit of drama, I think. It just adds a nice little touch. And I did very simple embellishing here. I didn't do much. When I do a background or something like this, I do tend to just keep my embellishing pretty darn simple. So that smile is from Heidi Swapp. I think I take it off and then I end up putting it back on. But that does stay there. It's a Heidi Swapp puffy sticker. This piece of paper, it's a purple and white polka dot pattern paper. That's from an American Crafts paper pad. And I'm going to cut a few banners and I'm going to add those to the sides of my picture. And I will add some white cardstock to the back of those, just to make them pop a little bit more against that background, because they weren't quite popping too much. There I took that sticker off, but I will add it back in. So you'll notice in the still shots that I did add white cardstock to the back of that. Now I'm taking some of these silver little adhesive dots, or adhesive, they're not enamel dots, but they're like metal. They're from Colorbook, and they're silver. And then I'm going to take some of these black ones, which are from the Eyelet Outlet, and they're called Jewel Sticky Backs, and they're black, and they come in different sizes, and these are my favorite little black enamel dots to use. I get them from Joann.com. So that's pretty much it. My layout is pretty much done. I'm just going to add my title, which you'll see in just a second. And I'm going to back the whole thing on this paper. This is from the Crepe Paper Cute Girl collection. And the paper itself is called Giggle. And I cut out the center because I don't want to waste the center. It's such a pretty piece of paper. And I'm going to just kind of take off pieces here from the edges of my layout. And I will go ahead and back that on the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually off-center it. I'm not going to center it on that piece of paper. I'm going to off-center it and kind of have a thicker border on the top and the left-hand side. And you'll see that in just a second. I'm just going to glue that down to my paper. So you can see there's a thicker edge at the top and on the left-hand side. So the last thing is my title. I place it next to my photo here, but I'm actually going to end up placing it at the bottom of the layout. And these are the thickers from the Felicity collection by Pink Fresh Studio, and they're just black thickers. So I'm going to end up moving them to the bottom, and you will notice that in the still shots. And they did not look bad here. I just wanted something at the bottom. So here are a few close-ups for you guys. Make sure you head on over to my channel, which will be linked below, so you can check out Evie's video. Please subscribe to both of our channels, and we will see you guys very soon with another video. Until next time, bye!